We are in Sydney, Australia still, and we're also back at Forrester Creations. We're talking Beleza y Poder next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Yes, it's the old theme. We'll switch over to a new theme at some point, but I like this version, of course, of the music. I like the new theme on television. Hello, welcome to the Bold and Beautiful After Show, the Bold Breakdown here on AFTERBUZZ TV. I'm your host, James Lott Jr. Welcome tonight. Grab a drink and join me. It's the last soap of the block. That's right, and I made an appearance on all of them. So I just love soaps. I do. Hello to my co-hosts, Jacob, Ethel, Danny, Rodelli, Cameron, Nikisha. You guys are in. Yes. Michelle D. Cameron. Yes, you guys are in. I'm glad you guys are here with me. I have some great clips. I have some pictures. We're going to talk about all that happened this week on The Bold and the Beautiful. And if I have any time, we'll take a few phone calls, so get ready. Let's see if we can do that. But I'll change to, Danny, don't yell at me. I'll change to a new theme at some point. I'm getting there. I just like that old song. I like it. Y'all get there. I love you guys. I love you guys. So first, of course, follow us on our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter. The Bold Breakdowns on Facebook. And so go there and like us. And then go on iTunes, YouTube. It's the Bold and Beautiful After Show. It's where it's listed. That's the Bold Breakdown. Go there and like that. So, of course, before I begin, like I said, hi to you guys, of course. It is a lot in Los Angeles, on my segment I always start off with. Continuing the theme of 30 years. 30 years ago, I graduated high school. Oh, Amber's baby, there you are. I was waiting. I was like, hello, where are you? There you are. So continuing that theme, it's my 30th anniversary out of high school, and one of the jobs I had at the time, we're going to start showing something. We're going to show the first picture first. It was Music Plus Records, and it died, like, I think in the 90s. I'm not sure. It died somewhere in the 90s. And it's a place I love. It was a record store. Remember those record stores? You go and you buy records. And one side was video. Remember videos? You go rent videos and buy videos. My brother, Max, may he rest in peace, he worked there. My sister Samantha worked there. We had a great time. I had so much fun at that job. I worked after school, and it was so much fun. Oh, my God. So go ahead and show the next picture. Okay, you guys, remember when CDs first came out? And that happened that year. In 87, we got our first CDs. And some of these are not from the 80s. Well, one's not from Nevermind was 1991 or whatever. But they had the old jewel cases where they were long. They wasted all that cardboard. It was like they had, the top part was actually the CD was inside in a case like you see today. But they were inside that box, and the whole rest of the box was just this empty section. And you were able to put them in, stand them up rectangular-wise, and so you can see them. It was before they had, I guess, cards and things to separate. I mean, it was kind of just a weird thing. But I wanted to show, back in the day, we used to have, thanks to raduniverse.com. Go ahead and show the next picture. That's me in high school. So that was me in my senior year of high school, 86, 87, with that racist Indian. Back then, we didn't think it was racist, but of course it is. James Jr. H. Lott, with grade 12. Yes, that's my student ID number. That number doesn't even mean anything, of course, today. Thank you, Danny Lane, for saying you weren't born 30 years ago. You didn't exist. Thank you. That's me. Look at me. I was a big guy, too, back then, and I had that hair. I was going from a fro, and I was kind of going into like a short and tall. I don't know what I was doing, actually. It was just kind of crazy. So I wanted to show that to you. That was 30 years ago for me. So when the show premiered, I watched it. I was in high school, and I actually watched Bold and Beautiful's first episodes. And I just wanted to kind of share it with you guys. That's me 30 years ago. I think I look the same, kind of, right? This guy, grayer beard and no hair. So that's a lot of Los Angeles. Rest in peace to Music Plus Records. I think they turned it to FYI for your entertainment, or was that Camelot? I worked at several records, so I worked at Camelot Music later on. So yes. Oh, thank you, looking young and handsome. I know I tried back then. I was young and handsome. That's kind of crazy. You guys, so the week that was, overall, I want to say I think it was a really great week for Brooke, Kathy Kelly Lang, because she tore it up. Talk about somebody who's just such an underrated actress. I mean, she said everything I feel that we wanted to say to Ridge. And Heather Tom, of course, I her little 2 cents in there too. So let's start. So on Monday basically they kept the new opening. So I guess the new opening is staying. I don't know for how long, because they keep accenting the 30 in bold. So I think probably maybe it'll last the rest of the year, or maybe this whole month. I don't know. This whole month, I don't know. They showed us they're back at Forrester Creations. So you had Rick and Maya. They're back. Sydney, they had Quinn and Brooke had their finished their confrontation, and Brooke storms off. We showed Eric, Katie, Ridge, the hot bartender that just kept, getting his 5 minutes of fame, and Bill, all wondering where everybody is, and Eric and Brooke. So what's really funny is it was very soapy the way I did a B&B mini spotlight that talked about who's going to really tell Eric. Basically, at this point, who's going to tell Eric? Because now everybody knows, basically, that needs to know. Plus, Charlie knows there's something going on. I mean, everybody knows something's going on between Ridge and Quinn, except for Eric. And I love that as it was very soapy as Brooke and Eric, she's crying, he wants to know what's going on. Ridge and Quinn bust in. We need to talk first. That's what Ridge says to Brooke. And I was like, okay, all right. Quinn's trying to play it off with Eric. And Ridge and Brooke, that's when it began on Monday. She goes off. I like these are some of the highlights of that fight. And I see you guys are also agreeing with me. Amber's Baby, Danny Lang, Amber's Baby both saying she was great. Cameron Boyd saying she was great. Rodelli, I agree with you. I'm glad he broke up also. Nikisha, you guys are all like, Now, okay, so yes, there is some strange stuff that happened, Danny was saying that because Brooke did have sex with Ridge and she was married to Eric. But I think I like this argument because Brooke's saying we've all done stuff, but we're not in our 20s anymore. And that's what she said. I like she said, no respect, no boundaries. And he's like, we're just flirting, and And she said, there's something wrong with you. And I'm sorry, I think you guys can all agree, because she said this next line, there's something going on with you, your father, and your women. There's something, and I think there's something about that. And that's why I said I liked Brooke's fight because, and she says, and this is also, now we're on to Tuesday, so Monday and Tuesday, she's saying, you're not in the same place you were 30 years ago. I'm not. So I think, so Danny, so I agree with, it's like she didn't forget. She's saying, like, I've changed now. I'm not in the same place I was 30 years ago. I'm not in the same place I was 20 years ago. They've all had so many different things happen that I think, some people were saying earlier, they thought that Brooke was being played as dumb and weak up until this point. And I disagree. I think Brooke was playing it, they were playing Brooke as, we're finally coming back together, we're gonna finally make this right. All that stuff that's happened in the past is now done. We're each other's destiny, that this is gonna be good. And I think she really believed that. I think she really, really, I kind of compared this to Sonny and Carly on General Hospital. I feel like Carly was so upset that Sonny slept with, or quote, slept with Nell. Just more that they've been through so much together all these years, like, but you lied. That's the part that's the problem. And I think Brooke really, and see, Michelle, you kind of agree with me. Brooke has a point. I don't dismiss it with the Bill thing. I still think it is two wrongs to make a right, of course. And so I think, so for me, it's like everything she was saying was still, almost like when Bill was saying stuff too, Bill's right in what he's saying. Now what he does in his personal life may not be in line with that, but what he says is actually correct. But Ridge and Eric have this whole thing with their father and their women. There's something there. And I'm sorry, I think Ridge, and I don't know if you guys agree with me on this, Ridge got her away from Bill, got her back. When she said, I deserve better than you, you're not 20 years old, you don't have oats to sow, and it's all the truth. It's all the truth. I mean, it's all the truth. And I just think that, oh, hi, Tommy, and somebody, and Beatrice, I want to make sure I say hi to you guys. Yeah, because it's a different Ridge, literally. Yes, that's true, too. I think she was still right to say what she said to him. I mean, even no matter what her past is and what's going on, I still think everything she said to him was true. And I think that's the part we have to kind of remember. And he's trying to still get married. And I mean, yes, Brooke is, I like Brooke and Bill together. I'm sorry, I may be in the minority. I like them together. So that's just me. And I don't like the way they hurt Katie, because remember Katie's speech last year was the bomb. But I just think, everything she's saying though is true. They've all made mistakes. They've done a lot of stuff together. Remember, she's admitted that stuff when she was talking to Eric last week. Things have happened. But King Ridge, he was in the wrong. He was completely in the wrong this time. She didn't do anything wrong this time. Like, not really. But, I mean, I think some of you guys are saying maybe it's a karmic payback. Okay, possibly. But in terms of just factual situation, she did nothing wrong. She just trusted Reg to change her life and be with him, and he basically cheated on her by kissing Quinn over and over again. So I'm like, I don't know. I look at it that way and go, well, I did like Brooke and Nick too, like them. But I mean, I just think it's. Well, Karen Boy, what do you think? You're saying I think it was more that we have all this history together. Why they're just like exactly. That's kind of the point. It's like they completely. I mean, I guess Rich can't be faithful, right, Michelle D? Maybe he can't. I just think that he made a mistake, so he can't help himself. So that's Monday and Tuesday. So we're getting started. The way it ended on Tuesday was like, please don't tell Eric. So we're all like, I think somebody in here said in the chat room, we're protective of Eric. Oh, you guys do like some Bill and Brooke. Okay, I do have some Bill and Brooke stuff. Yeah, Brooke and Nick were really good together. I did like that. And Katie does lead a life. I do agree with that, Michelle D and Danny. So my first clip we're going to show, you guys love my clips. It's the 30th anniversary. We're still showing some scenes. They stopped doing it on the show, but I'm going to continue doing it this year. So these are the bold flashbacks. This is the first one from 2005. When, remember Taylor was presumed dead? Well, Brooke sees Taylor alive. Let's show it.
You're frightened, Logan. You aren't seeing things. It's her. It's Taylor.
Oh my God.
She's alive, Brooke. She's alive.
No. No. No.
I love that. Yes. She's like, no.
Take it easy, Logan. Try and catch your breath.
I can't.
Breathe.
I can't.
Brooke, I'm so sorry. I know what a shock this must be. There's no easy way to prepare for something like this.
Stop it, Rich. This can't be real. This can't be happening. It just can't be happening. Taylor is dead. And she has been dead for...
Shh, take it easy. It's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be okay.
So I want to show that scene. Of course, that's Ron Moss, the original Ridge. Happy 30th anniversary to them. And Catherine Kelly Lang working it out, as always. I want Taylor back to you guys. I love Taylor. I wanted her back. She should have came back for Stephanie's wedding. Don't get me started. So yes, I know Danny's like somebody. It's like calm down. I love that. So that was kind of a great basic scene, that back scene from back then. I have two more flashbacks from the 30 years. Okay, so I loved this is Wednesday. I loved the use of dialogue that was in the use of history in the dialogue this day. There was a lot. And Brooke, Ridge, and Quinn were talking. And I love when Brooke goes, it wasn't a kiss between a man and his stepmother. Not that kind of kiss. I was like, yeah, that's true. That's very true. But Brooke decides not to say anything to Eric. If they don't kiss ever again. Okay, come on. You guys. Okay, you guys are my co-hosts in here. How many of you think they're going to kiss again? So go ahead and just tell me in there how many. You guys tell me. I'll keep talking about Wednesday, but tell me how many you think they're going to, like, Richard Kiss are going to kiss again. I mean, they're going to kiss again. I know they are. So Brooke says she's not going to tell. But then the whole question is of RJ. RJ doesn't know anything that's going on. And she's like, sorry, you betrayed me. He did betray her. I mean, like, no matter what. Again, you think of Brooke's past. He did betray her. He did betray her. She didn't do anything wrong this time. And she sees it. She sees it, and I see it. And even Brooke and even Ridge almost admitted it. There's something deeper with him and Quinn. She's like, I'm done. She's like, I just can't deal with this. And let me see you guys. Okay, they're gonna kiss again. It's gonna have. Okay, yes, they will. Yes. So you guys. Some of you guys are taking it further, saying they're gonna have sex. Wow. Okay. I'm seeing it all come in. Okay. Well, maybe we'll go to the next step. I've liked it so far that they haven't. It makes it more interesting because it's a twist. It's a twist that normally doesn't happen. Normally they have sex. I like the twist that the kiss is still emotional. Cheating is still cheating. Yeah, so Oh, you like Rich and Quinn? They do have something, but I'm so protective of now of Quinn and Eric. I like Quinn and Eric now. They got me. I want her redemption. Maybe I'm just a fan of Quinn. Maybe that's what it is for me. I'm just a fan of Quinn. What happened again before Eric finds out? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Meanwhile, that day we had Steffi and Liam, their honeymoon. So all you Steam fans, I'm sure, were happy. So that's kind of happened on that day. Okay, so now we're on to Wednesday. And now we're on to the next flashback before we get to Thursday and Friday. This one's from 2008. It says, Brooke, her toast. This is Taylor's toast to Brooke for ruining her life. Let's do it.
And you know what?
There's Nick, you guys.
After everything I gave up and everything I walked away from for you, I would have been the first person there, standing there toasting you. To your marriage. To your marriage to my ex-husband. Can you believe that? I think that still calls for a toast. Don't you? To Brooke. You win.
Honey,
I'll drink to that.
put the glass down. It's not the answer.
Don't do it, Taylor. Put it
Do
down.
it, Taylor. Don't do it, Taylor. Like, ow.
Party's over. Go home.
Okay, get out. Get out, bitches. That's right. So I just wanted to show that scene. I love when she smashes it with her hand. Jeez, I'm like, I know it was a fake glass, a fake, probably one of those prop glasses, but I was like, ow. I'm like, it hurts. Yeah. Okay, so Stephanie and Liam, I know. I just was like, I have nothing bad to say. They had a honeymoon. They had a honeymoon moment. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to really down that. I mean, they got married, so they're showing their honeymoon. So Steam fans will be happy about that. So I really have no problem with that. You love Brooke and Bill together, but I wouldn't mind Eric and Brooke back together. Okay, Cameron. Or maybe just Eric can forgive Quinn. Just maybe. Maybe. I mean, we could. It's a shame Hunter didn't win or was not for me doing that storyline. I know. I agree with you. I think it was at her best. I agree with you, Danny. We agree on that. My hand hurts for her. I know. I know. I was like, ow. So I was like, that's crazy. It's funny here, Daniel. We're agreeing on some things. Like, I love that. I know Jack Wagner, who's on When Calls the Heart. I do that after show on Mondays here at AfterBuzz TV at 5 p.m. 6 Standard Time. Okay, so now we're on to Thursday and Friday. And a lot of it now is back at Forrester Creations, back in Los Angeles. You got RJ, Nicole, Maya, and Rick, and Zendi. It's about the interns, and they mentioned Coco. So the focus is, which is completely honest. Coco is there. She's a Spectra. They're a little, Rick and Zendi are a little nervous about her. She's working in the cutting room. So you can tell they're setting this up. Meanwhile, Shirley and Saul, my girl, Pachika Darbo, love her, what she's doing. They make Coco wear the necklace, but she doesn't really know that it's actually a device, it's a camera. And she puts it on, though. Sally returns. I love when Saul hugs her, and he hugs her so long. Cheyenne, there you are. You're better late than never. So I'm glad you're on. You're one of the family, so I'm glad you're here. What calls the heart's the bomb? Okay, so Shirley's like, got any pictures? Sally, I like that Sally is conflicted. This is a new Sally. This is a different Sally. This isn't Sally Spectra the first. This is a new Sally. And I think deep down, Sally really wants to have her own designs and wants to do it in an honest way and be a respectable fashion house. But they have like circumstances against them where it's just like, we owe money, we're in shambles. They got to pull it together, So it's kind of, Shirley needs to chill. She's pushing. Shirley's like, no, we gotta work this out. And then Thomas comes. He defends Sally. It's just Zendi's not buying it at all. So he's kind of watching, which I think he should. I think he should watch. We don't know what's going on with her. Shirley's like, don't go soft, Sally. Besides, like, she had a good time. She went as a guest. She likes Thomas. And Thomas calls her and everything, and it's fine. RJ and Coco, I like their relationship. They're cute. Anthony Turple is a friend of our show. He completely is playing it really fun. They're flirting. He mentions the necklace, of course. They're really, really setting it up, you guys. And of course, very soapy fashion. Dad's confidential sketches come in. Do you want to see them? I'm like, oh my God. Do you want to see them? I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. First Cook's like, no, I don't want to see him or anything. Zenny's kind of watching from afar or whatever. It's like, you want to see them? You want to see them? The camera is on, and Sally and Saul are excited. They are very excited. I'm like, okay. So so Amazon, you're not feeling Thomas and Sally? You're not feeling anything boring? You guys, I guess I said it online, but I'll say it to you guys who don't know online. On April 23rd, on this program, Lindsay Godfrey will be on. She'll be my guest host, and she'll be on, and we'll talk to her. She plays Caroline. She's on reoccurring status at the moment, but she is coming on the show. And we're going to talk about that because you miss Fode one day, because I liked her and Thomas together. They dropped that storyline, so we're going to talk about all that when she's on the show. She's ready. So you guys, so that's April 20th. The April 23rd episode of this show is going to be Lindsay Godfrey. So I just want you guys to know that. And I'm working on some other guests this month. So just keep that in mind. You just stay tuned. You follow us on the Bold Breakdown page. You can find out what's going on there. So we're going to talk about that because I like Sally and Thomas, but I also like Thomas and Sasha, but I also like Thomas and Caroline, and Little Douglas. So we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about all that. We're going to have her in here, and we're going to break it all down. So are you happy, Danny, about that? Are you happy I'm bringing in Lindsay Godfrey? So that's kind of like, so Danny, I'm sorry for me such Fode. I'm like, that's so funny, Amber's baby. Thomas, Pearson Fode is the night. He just had a birthday this weekend. Some of you guys wish him a birthday. He had a birthday, and he is just, it's just kind of great. The black folks on this show aren't given enough time. They're kind of just there. Hopefully this will lead Zenny into a really good storyline, and possibly Nicole too. I love when they're Forrester Creations, and I'm hoping that they work that in there. Maya needs a storyline. I completely agree with all of you. Every time I say this, usually something happens. I try to kind of talk them into being, and I've been kind of good so far. I've talked people into being, so we'll see. Friday, they're back from Sydney. Brooke thinks back at everything and it just falls apart. Runs into Bill. He's right there. He didn't leave. He definitely didn't leave. And they hug, and not much is said, and they just hug. And Bill's face, he was like, "I'm so happy right now." He doesn't even know what happened yet, but you could tell he was so happy. Rich is back home. He texts Brooke. Brooke's not doing it. Katie gives it to him. Go on, Katie. Give it to him, girl. Again, he was wrong. And he's like, "Kat, I thought you were my friend." She was telling him all about it. RJ and Coco. Okay, so they totally, the camera sees the pictures, the sketches. Sally has a conscience. Thomas walks in, and they go to lunch where they first met. Coco and RJ talks. We get a little bit of backstory. We get a little bit of Coco's parents, I guess, were out of the picture early on. They were raised by the Grahams. RJ talks about his dad being a ladies' man, but he's glad he's chilling out, which of course he has no idea what's going on. I love Katie. How are you gonna work this out? Because I'm just gonna work this out. How are you gonna work this out? How could you? You throw away 30 years of history. My sister and I have been through a lot, but I love my sister. So they have been through a lot. So she's saying she loves her sister. And she's like, but is this how it ends? It's just it. And we're just like, I don't even like Quinn. He's like, but why are you doing? It's like, why are you doing this? Oh my God, that's crazy. And RJ kisses Coco. So that's kind of a thing there. So what do you guys saying there? Okay, you guys are all. I'll just separate all you guys about Thomas, Pearson, Fode. These are all fighting in there. Cameron Boy, Sally and Thomas are new and fresh, so I like to see it. And the fact that she's like, no, don't want to win against Forrester this way. Now that her and Thomas are somewhat seeing each other, I like that too. I'm gonna have my producer engineer go ahead and set up the phone line. So if you guys want to call in, I'd love to talk to you and hear your thoughts. That'd be great to hear from what you have to say about the show. I don't open the phone line that often on this show. Sometimes we don't have time, but I have time, so I want to see what you guys think. And he's going to set that up. We're going to continue talking here. Danny, you do like Sally and Thomas. Amateur, you don't like Sally and Thomas. Oh, Beatrice, you don't like RJ and Coco. How can you not like them yet? They haven't done much yet. I think they're cute. I think they're cute. I think it's kind of weird that he seems kind of creepy. He's all about the interns. But I guess he's a young boy. He's a boy, so he's just like he's He's into her, but I like them together. I think that they both have chemistry. The actors have chemistry on the show. I think it'd be really interesting. Again, it's that star-crossed lovers. I mean, they do that. I have a phone call. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I don't do this very often. All right, let's go ahead and get it.
Hey, James, this is Jacob again.
You made all 4 shows. You made history.
Yeah, all 4 shows.
You made history.
I can't believe either it's really cool or I don't have a personal life. One of the
I know your personal life. I do know you have one. So off camera, I do know.
Don't be all that.
Yes. Okay. So what are your thoughts on this week?
I really like how Brooke finally told what the fans were thinking.
Yes.
And I'm with you. I like Bill and her together. I just hope she does not go back to Ridge, because I'm kind of sick of her going back to Ridge, breaking up with him, and she does that with Bill, but she'll probably end up kissing Ridge again because she is the slut from the valley.
Yes.
On that thing. But I like Coco and I like RJ together. I hope they give them more storyline, but with B&B, what they do is they write really good story, and then they just drop the characters. That's the only thing that's kind of irritating with me. Like, they'll write for like 2 characters for like a good 4 months, and then we won't see them for like 8 months. That's kind of like what they did with Caroline. I wish they would give them more story, but we'll have to see what happens with that.
I agree. I think with the Caroline thing, it's so frustrating because she was one of the major characters on the show. She's tied to everybody, and like all of a sudden, I mean, they had a storyline. I mean, she was in the storyline, and they got her away from Ridge, and then they got her. I mean, like, hello, I'm like, what? Where is she?
And then they just like dropped it. I was like, what's up with that? And then the whole Liam and Steffi thing. I'm so over it. I'm sorry. I'm just not a Liam and Steffi fan. I'm just like, I think it has to go with he was always with Steffi or he was always with Hope. He could never pick. And then I hope also with what this says, I can't think of his name, Darren Brooks.
Yes, Wyatt.
I hope they give him a storyline that does not involve him trying to get with Liam, whichever girl Liam's with. Because I feel that's all they give Wyatt. They really need to give him some good story. Because I can't remember who he played on Days of Our Lives, but he was on Days of Our Lives for a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know who he played. And one quick question.
Yeah.
I know you're good about the history. I saw the first episode of B&B.
Yeah.
And it said Carolyn was going out with like Ridge. Is that the same Caroline from Caroline from this generation? Is that supposed to be the same character? So I was confused.
Okay. So here's the deal. So they did something that I thought was kind of interesting. The original Caroline is Karen, her mother's twin, Bill's other sister. And she was on first, and so Joanna Johnson played her. She was first, and then she died of leukemia. It was this whole storyline. She died, and then years later, we find out she had a niece named after, almost like Sally Spectre. She was named after her famous mom, and that's it.
Okay, because I was like really confused. I was like, wait a minute, because I did start watching the B&B when I was like 8 years old, but because I missed other stuff. Because back then I was too young to remember.
Yeah.
I'm old anyway now. But anyways, I like how they go on location. But I have to say the scenes with her, Quinn and Brooke on the beach, they were really good. But the beach kind of looked kind of fake. I think it was green screen.
People were actually saying that. I'm not sure. I don't know. But people were saying they felt like the Opera House, clearly that was for real and that was all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it was or not. I couldn't tell. Couldn't tell at all.
But overall, I thought it was a really good week for Brooke. But I just wanted to say you're doing a really good job. I'll let somebody else call in. But have a good night.
Thank
Keep
you.
up the good work.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay, so what's the number again? So I can tell people in here what's the number again. I can't see it. I forgot what it was. I was in here earlier and I forgot what it was. Okay, so it's 424-253-0749. Call in. Hi, Brandon Larkins. You guys know Brandon Larkins. He was a guest host on this show. He is in there. He's saying hi to everybody. Brooke has to cut ties with Rich. Yes. So you guys, call in. I got a few minutes. Call me in and talk to me and tell me what you think, because you're talking to me in here, which I love, but I want to hear your voices. I like the new theme, Danny. I do like the new theme song. The new openings. It's fun. It's also a testament back to the old original opening. If you put them side by side, some of the characters are mimicking other. It's really cool how they did that. And I guess they're doing it for a while. I guess they're gonna hold on to it for a while. Ever wonder how the show would have been if Caroline did not? Yeah, I know. Though it probably would have been. What if it would have been a Taylor? Because originally it was Caroline Rich. We got another phone call. Let's see. Welcome to Bold Breakdown. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Amber from
Hi, Amber.
Landover, Maryland. Hi.
I'm cutting you off. I know who you are. Hi, Amber. How are you?
Fine.
Good. So what are your thoughts? You tell me what's going on. You tell me what you like.
First of all, Liam and Steffi are not boring. I don't have to represent for the STEAM.
Do it. No, do it.
out there.
Do it. Represent for them.
They were great. Their scene was one of the best scenes of the week.
Okay.
Besides the Ridge and Brooke, and I agree with some of the things that Brooke said. Not everything. I kind of disagree with you. I kind of feel like she's saying that Ridge does have a wandering eye, but she kind of did do Katie wrong last year, so it's kind of conflicting.
So let me ask you a question. So for you, because you felt it's hypocritical for her to call Ridge out because she had done some bad stuff herself.
No, I don't think it's bad for her. I think it's good. I think somebody should have done it. If it wasn't her, it should have been Taylor.
Oh, I love it. That's good. And I love it. You're like good. You're like that's karma, bitch. That's what it is.
Yes, it's karma. Now I'm just waiting for the whole Eric one. I was so mad with Brooke when she didn't tell Eric. I was so mad.
Okay, so I got 2 points. I'm gonna respond, and I have a question for you. So, okay, number one, like I said, for Steffi and Liam, I was like, that's fine. They're on their honeymoon, so they have a honeymoon scenes. I had no problem with that whatsoever, so that was fine. Secondly, so who do you want? All this stuff happening. Who do you want in your eyes to end up with whom? Like, who do you want? I mean, there's like 5 couples in here somewhere. Like, how do you see it, in your opinion?
I love Ridge and Quinn.
Okay.
I would love to see where that goes. I don't know who I would want Eric with, because a lot of people want him with Katie, but I don't want him with Katie.
I don't either.
He's already been with everybody.
Thank you. He's with Donna and Brooke. Hello, are both her sisters, and the mother. He's been with both sisters and the mother.
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe Eric should go back to, just being alone for a while, bring in somebody new, older version or something.
Okay.
I don't mind Brooke and Bill together.
Okay.
I don't care for them, but I don't mind them together. I would like to see, I saw something online where I like to see, it would be interesting, I think, Katie and Wyatt, that would be an interesting
That would be interesting. Okay, Amber, so far, I'm agreeing with you a lot of stuff right now. It's kind of crazy. I'm agreeing with you. No, I think it would be interesting, too. Why not? I think Bill would have a little toot about that just because his ego would be hurt, but yeah, sure, why not?
Yes, but I'm not with you on the Thomas and Sally thing. I can't. It just seems so, because they got rid of Caroline. She was my favorite, and just for Sally. I love Sally, but I just can't get on board with it if Caroline's not in the picture, messing things up.
I'm a Caroline fan, as I said, and I said I'm bringing her on the show in 3 weeks. So we're gonna make sure you call in for that one, because we're gonna talk to her. But I'm okay with the triangle. I'm fine if Sally and Thomas get together, but let's bring Caroline and that baby back, and let's work that out. Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Agree with you.
Someone just said bring Jackie back for Eric. I like Jackie. And Eric.
Yeah, Jackie. Oh no, ain't Jackie with Owen?
But Owen, yeah, she's with Owen. But I like them together. I like Owen and Jackie too. I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying she is older, I guess. I think that one. But no, so far I'm agreeing with you, Amber, on all this, a lot of stuff. I'm like, hello, that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. I still think that Brooks was in the right to go off on Ridge, because she didn't do anything wrong this time. This time she didn't do anything wrong. He did it all wrong. He even quit it in the wrong. He's in the wrong. So, but everything else, I do agree with you. Yeah, I don't want Eric and Katie together. Nope. Don't want them together. I think they just stay friends. They just stay friends. And people want to
I
chat.
think it would. Like I said, I think it would be more interesting to see the whole Katie and Wyatt thing. I think that would be so funny, especially when it comes to Bill.
Yes, and everybody here's agreeing with. They're saying they love you, Amber. They're on your side. So, very good. Well, I'm glad you called in, Amber. Anything else before?
No, thank you. I love you.
I love you too. Thank you. Take care.
You too.
Okay, guys, I'm going to, if one more call comes in, that'll be the last call. Meanwhile, let's see. So let me see what you guys are saying here. So Eric and Jackie, I'll give a few minutes if a call comes in. I love Jackie, but I did like Jackie and Owen together too. Let's see. What are you guys saying here? You're saying... See, I like RJ and Coco. I'm sorry, I do. I think it's potential. I mean, we haven't seen enough yet of anything, so I can't really say I don't like them. Or love them. I just like where it's going. I mean, it kind of coming up. Katie and Eric. Oh, it's coming. It's Watch and See by summertime. Okay, Brandon. Eric was with Beth, Brooke, and Donna. I mean, he's with the whole family. Which is common on soaps. Think of Reva Shane on Guiding Light and Brooke herself. Everybody's been with everybody in the family. Brooke's been with Eric, Thorne, Ridge, and Nick Maroney. So, it's just one of those things. I guess they do that. But I just think, they've been trying to push that direction. First myself, I like Katie. Find her somebody else. And like I said, if it's Wyatt, that's great, or somebody else. But I just think, I like them together. Okay, so we're going to close the phone lines. Two people called in with you both called in with great calls. We're going to show one more flashback. This is from 2007. You guys like Nick and Brooke together. And so I'm showing you Nick and Brooke. Here we go.
You are holding on to everything that went wrong. What about everything that was so right?
I remember. I remember everything that was right. Our wedding day. I remember every second of our honeymoon. And I also remember what it felt like when you asked for a divorce so you could marry someone else. That I can tell you all about. Taylor's waiting. I gotta go. Tell Hope that...
She knows that you love her. It's all that matters. It's all that matters to both of us.
Stop that. Stop manipulating me.
I'm not, Nick. I'm being as honest and as real as I know how. I want you in my life.
But what do you want to do? Tell me, what do you want to do? Come on. Let's do it.
That's right, do it.
Let's do it. Let's have sex right here on the desk. Right here. Maybe that'll just fix everything. Come on. Huh? You broke my heart.
Okay.
You broke my heart, and I'm not going through that again.
I love that. So I want to show that, of course. I do listen to you. I listen to you guys. You guys tell me what you want to see, and I try to bring it to you guys. I want to thank Mike Tay fans for those clips. There's some great clips up there. I know you guys wanted to see that, and I want to make sure I give it to you guys. And I'll be showing more clips as the year goes on. We're gonna do flashbacks and continue the 30th anniversary of Bold and the Beautiful. A special mention to General Hospital to celebrate 54 years in the business. On the 1st this weekend, Days of Our Lives just celebrated their 52nd anniversary. It's like they're staying in there. I mean, and Young and Restless is in their 40s. So it's like we're these 4 soaps are left. They're all we have right now. There are no other soaps coming that I know of. They're not going to be like All Life to Live and All My Children. So we guys cherish the ones we have. I also want to say one thing that has been kind of going around that I want to dispel the myth of this. I'm not part of Daytime Confidential. That was the other black guy, Jamie Giddens. Jamie Giddens and Luke Kerr, they do stuff for Daytime Confidential. I've never done the show. I've never done any writing for them. I've never been on the website. I follow them like everybody else does on social media, but I'm not part of their universe at all. People are asking me, like, when is the show coming back and why am I writing for them? Like, I don't know. I don't know where that started. Excuse me. but I don't have any affiliation with them. I've never done anything for them. So if you have any questions, Luke Kerr and Jenkins, they're online, and they talk to their fans, they talk to people online. I've even talked to them too online. But I'm with AfterBuzz TV. I don't have anything to do with their stuff at all. So I wanted to make sure I just dispel that. People were asking me questions, and I'm like, I don't have any answers. But ask them; they'll tell you, of course. Meanwhile, as we wrap this up, like I said, I'm working on some stuff for April. Let me give you the April schedule because you guys are my co-hosts. You guys need to know what's going on. So next week we're back. The 16th of April we're not here. The 23rd of April we're back with guest Lindsay Godfrey, who plays Caroline. I'm so happy to have her on the show. And the 30th is Emmy night, and we will not be here for Emmy night. So then we'll be back the following week. And then it's my birthday month. I'll be here for my birthday. So we'll have some fun. I'm trying to plan something really good on that. And our 1-year anniversary is at the end of May. So I'm working on something for that, too. So the next couple of months, going to be a couple of choppy times not here. But we are here, and like I said, I'm working on other guests to bring on the show and into the Bold and Beautiful universe. So go to our Bold Breakdown page on Facebook, and that will keep you informed of what's going on. I want to thank you guys, everybody in here who's commenting and watching. Whether we agree or disagree, I love that you guys are talking, that you guys they're up. Some of you guys are up late. I totally appreciate that you're up late to watch me. Do this every week, and just Danny and Amber's baby and Beatrice and Jacob and Michelle D and Rodelli, and I mean all you guys are just I really appreciate it. I really really do because I'd be sitting here talking to myself if that was the case, and I feel comforted that you guys are here with me, and I see the names, Nikisha, I see the names on here. It makes me really happy. So I'll see you guys again, of course, next week. Follow us on iTunes and YouTube. Go ahead and comment. If you go to the iTunes page, it's Bold and Beautiful, AfterBuzz TV. Go there, rate and comment. If you comment, I might give a prize. I'll go on there and I'll look. So by next week, I still have some stuff. I have some prizes and things going on. So go there and do that. I see Brandon Larkins. You're like, I just right about the cast. Come case. Brandon Larkins, you should be on there. Hello, more black folks. We'll do it. You could be a wayward avant or something. Sure, why not? But if you go on there and comment and talk about what you about the show, I might give some prizes away. I have some pictures of Pearson Fode. I got all kinds of stuff going on. So go ahead and do that. You guys, thank you for watching the show so much, and I will see you guys next time.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.